everyone, it's me, Kelly, and I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate your interest in my Bon Appetit app-friendly digital recipe kit. Whether you have purchased the kit or are just thinking about it, I hope this video will answer any questions you may have. Just a little history about the kit. It was originally created for my Keep It Together recipe class at scrapineers.com for digital scrapbookers using Photoshop or Photoshop elements on their computers. This was well before the Project Life app was introduced to the market and mobile memory keeping exploding. While you can still use this kit in those desktop programs, I revised it, making the kit a little more friendly for those who prefer documenting their recipes and photos on their mobile devices. Now, when I created the kit, I wanted it to be something that was practical. I wanted it to be modern, timeless, and customizable. I didn't want it to be cutesy, full of lots of color or decorative fonts. I wanted recipe cards that had lots of white space to add ingredient lists and directions. And I wanted users to be able to create a recipe book that was cohesive and a reflection of a cookbook they may have purchased at the store and would keep in their kitchen to use over and over again. I honestly feel I accomplished this with the kit, so let's take a peek at what's inside. But first, a few disclaimers. 1, this kit cannot be uploaded and stored in the Project Life app library. You need to treat it as any other digital scrapbook kit you would purchase elsewhere and store the kits in Dropbox or your camera roll on your mobile device and access the elements from there. And 2, the elements in the kit were created with square-cornered placeholders in mind. So when you create your pages in the app, make sure you change your corners to square for the best presentation. The color palette. The kit's color palette consists of 8 colors. Every element comes in all 8 colors. I thought it would be fun to name the colors after fruits and vegetables. They are avocado, blueberry, eggplant, icebox, because we have to keep our fruits and vegetables cold someplace, mushroom, pumpkin, squash, and tomato. Use the colors as an organizational tool for your book. Maybe you will choose to make the vegetable section of your cookbook all in avocado and the dessert section in tomato. Or maybe you want your book to be all one color. It's totally up to you. Section titles. Let's take a look at the different section titles that are included in your kit. And there are over 30 of them. The intent is for you not to use all of them. Pick and choose the ones that reflect your recipes and how you organize them. I mean, you may be a vegetarian and not need the pork, meats, or poultry titles. Use only the ones you need. And while there are traditional section titles, I did include some that are not so traditional. For instance, if you have fur babies at home like I do and you make them homemade treats, there is a title for Canine Crunchies. And if you have babies of the human kind and enjoy creating fun things in the kitchen, there is a title for Kitchen Crafts. And there's some other unique ones as well. Now the sections can be broken down a bit further. Take desserts, for example. You can have a whole section for desserts, but say if you have a ton of dessert recipes and you want to break it down a little bit further, you may choose to use a section title for pies and pastries, or you may want a section for cakes and cupcakes or cookies and candies. Again, this is totally up to you. Make your recipe book how you work and cook in the kitchen. Let's talk about the recipe cards. It's the main reason for purchasing the kit, right? There are 3 sizes of recipe cards, 4x6, and you can use them in any template with a 4x6 placeholder. And I've also created them in vertical format. 6 by 8. We have a 6 by 8 recipe card that you can use in the full 6 by 8 template in the collage section of the Project Life app, or in the Big Shot 7 12 by 12 template. On this particular template, there is a placeholder for a 6 by 8 photo, or in this case, a recipe card, that, it will fit perfectly in there. And finally, we have a 6 by 12 recipe card. I love this size because it's so unique. There are a few 12 by 12 Project Life templates with a 6 by 12 placeholder. This recipe card is perfect for those pages. And the names of the templates are the Big Shot 4, the Big Shot 9, and the Big Shot 12. You may also have noticed that all three sizes are available lined and unlined. The recipe cards with no lines will have a capital NL in its file name. 3 by 4 and 4 by 6 filler cards. Your kit has a wide variety of filler cards, and by no means are they all shown here. This is only a sampling. Just so you know, most, not all cards are available in horizontal and vertical orientation. A capital H or a capital V will be in the element's file name, letting you know which way the card is laid out. And you also have 3 by 4 and 4 by 6 journal cards. Again, not all cards are shown. Journal cards come lined or unlined, and a capital NL will be in the file name, letting you know which cards have no lines. Just like the filler cards, most, not all cards are available in horizontal and vertical format. Recipe tags. These recipe tags are square elements with a word or two describing the recipe. For example, maybe you brought a dish to a gathering and it was a huge hit. You may want to add the Potluck Perfect tag to the photo or create a filler card with it on one of the pattern backgrounds. I will show you how to do this in video 6. These are just something a little extra that you can add to your pages. And background papers. Your kit comes with background papers in 4 different sizes. They are 3 by 4, 4 by 6, 6 by 8, and 12 by 12. You can also look at the 3 by 4 or 4 by 6 sizes as filler cards. They come in all 8 colors and they're reverse. And the pattern resembles subway tile backsplash that is so trendy now in today's modern kitchens. You will want to refer to video 6 for creative tips and tricks on how to use these papers in the Project Life and Letterglow apps. So just a short recap. This kit cannot be loaded into the Project Life app library. All digital products come in all 8 colors. Products in this kit look best if your placeholders were set to square corners and not rounded. Most, not all journal and filler cards are available in horizontal and vertical format. Recipe cards and journal cards are available with and without lines. And you can use this kit on your mobile device as well as your desktop computer, but Photoshop and Photoshop Elements would be required. I hope this video was helpful and answered any questions you may have had. If you still have any lingering thoughts, comments, or questions, please drop me an email at kellymsill@gmail.com.